All right, we are here at MakeFest 12 with the legendary Tommy Tallarico right in front of the Tron machine.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, he's a legend right here. So Tommy, how's your experience been so far here at MakeFest this year?
Unfreaking believable. I mean, this is pan around with the camera. Pan around.
Yeah, take a look at this.
What do you think? No words can describe this. This is all tens of thousands of gamers here because they love video game music. I'm in heaven!
Now, Tommy, when you started in 1990, did you ever dream that there would be an event like this about video games and video game music?
Yes, but it was being held in my backyard.
The Tallarico Con, year one.
Exactly, in my mind. It was
Right.
It was being held at my house.
So you had a panel on Video Games Live talking about the history of it. You also had a panel today, all the guest composers. Later on today, you have a panel on the 8 and 16-bit video game music. You want to talk a little bit about that?
No.
All right, you heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, no, we're going to be, talking about the constraints and challenges of working in the 8-bit generation with, the NES and the Game Boy, and then in the 16-bit generation, the Super Nintendo and Genesis. That back then, it was easier to write the music, but harder to put it in the machine. So you spent more time with the technology end of things than actually writing the music. So, some of the stuff is just crazy stories, the difficulties and challenges of doing that. So
that's so awesome. Well, one thing I find so interesting is obviously being a veteran video game composer, people recognizing your name for years. Now being so associated with Video Games Live, people recognizing your face all the time. What's it like now to almost be this rock god of the video game music world and people always come to? How does that feel?
I'm very flattered by your words. I don't see it like that, but I appreciate it. No, it's very cool. As composers in general. I mean, even like Danny Elfman's and the John Williams. I mean, a lot of people know the names, but they might not. They walk past them on the street, might not even know that was just Danny Elfman that passed.
Yeah,
I mean, I think deep inside, a lot of reasons that composers do what they do is because they want others to hear their work,
Absolutely.
And so to be recognized for that, either physically or on Facebook or YouTube or email or whatever, I think it's a great honor, I know, for me. And I get the lucky job of taking this amazing music that composers from all over the world create, and I can tour it all over the world and get to meet thousands of people a night who appreciate video games as much as I do. So it's just such a huge honor for me.
So for people that didn't get the opportunity to attend MakeFest and attend your panel on Video Games Live, do you want to give a quick update about the Kickstarter, the album, kind of the progress of that?
Yeah, for sure. And I think for the people who missed the panel, Screw Attack filmed it, and it's going to be up on their website. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely check that out, everybody.
But yeah, the Kickstarter project was a huge success. In fact, from here tomorrow or Monday, we're leaving to go to Prague, Czech Republic, to start recording it. Or we've started recording it, but we're going to be recording the symphony version of it, the symphony parts. And then, for the whole month of January, I'm just going to be mixing and mastering and recording. And it's going to be on time, February 18th. And we're going to have stuff like, we're doing, the Tetris Opera and Skyrim and Journey and Beyond Good and Evil and Shadow of the Colossus. I mean, it's going to be unbelievable. Zelda and Pokemon.
Now, are a lot of the guest composers that are featured on the tour going to be featured on this album as well?
Absolutely. We got Akira Yamaoka, because we're doing Silent Hill. He's playing guitar on some of the stuff. Noriko Habino, the Metal Gear Solid composer, he's a great saxophone player. He's going to be on it. Laura Flute Lincoln Travia, the amazing flautist and opera singer, is on it. Vocalist Jillian Aversa, who worked on Halo and God of War, the games is going to be, you know, singing on this as well. So many different people. BT, the amazing mixer BT, we're doing a Chrono Cross Scars of Time remix.
Oh my God.
With f***ing BT. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be epic. You guys should be looking forward to that. Oh, that's so great. So Prague, you say you're flying to Prague to record the orchestra there. What was it about? Was it a financial? Did it work in the schedule? Why'd you go with the Prague Orchestra?
Well, the Prague Orchestra is one of the most recorded orchestras in the world for film and television. And they are amazing. I mean, you go on YouTube and put in Prague Orchestra and you'll see what I'm talking about. It is cheaper over there as well.
That doesn't hurt.
But the great thing about that is because we want to record so much stuff, going over there, not only are we getting the top musicians, some of the top musicians in the world, but also we get a lot more studio time with them.
Right.
So what that's going to enable us to do is, once we record the whole thing with like the full orchestra, then we can go back and say, you know what? Just the violins play.
Right.
Just the brass play. And what that does, that enables us to do layering in the mixing and also to control the mix more. If we wanted to, like, oh, you know what? I want the brass to really punch through right there for that section. I can go back and say, you know what? I have another version with just the horns. Let me layer that in and pump it up a little bit. You know?
One thing that's so nice is I know that every video game touring show has to play to a click track, and I'm assuming this whole album will be to a click track. Does that make it easier when you have to record it all over the world in different
much easier. So, like Akira's doing his guitar parts in Tokyo. I got guys doing stuff in New York City. I got percussionists in Hollywood. All over the place. So yeah, absolutely. That's the key to making it work.
That's so awesome. So Tommy, do you have anything else that you're looking forward to seeing or experiencing at your time here at MakeFest before you head out on Monday?
Yeah, I just love meeting the people, you know. All these tens of thousands of people here are passionate about video game music. So the thing that I get most excited about when I come here is talking to people who love the same kind of stuff I do.
And it's so rare because in our day-to-day lives, it's rare for us to find someone that has the level of passion of video game music. Yeah. So it's so cool to come to a place where everyone shares that passion.
And that's what we do with Video Games Live as well. It's really a celebration of the whole video game industry. And yeah, we see that around the world in every show we do.
Last question I have for you, Tommy. We're based in the Twin Cities in Minnesota. Yeah. When are you guys coming to Minneapolis?
I know, right? Well, the Minneapolis Orchestra has been having some financial difficulties.
Yes, they have.
And there's and it's due to like the striking of the union, and there's a lot of things kind of going on that they're trying to get through. And as soon as that's back on track, we'll be back. So hopefully this year or next year.
Awesome, that's great news. Well, we can't wait to check out Video Games Live. We've never been, but we're incredibly excited for it.
And look at this beautiful Tron machine. I gotta point it out. This is discs of Tron. The original Tron is right there, and no one has been able to defeat me in this game. And discs of Tron. Can I share something with you?
Go ahead.
I'm wearing Tron boxer shorts today. That's how hardcore, right? I mean, I'm officially on the grid, if you know what I mean.
So if anyone wants to challenge him, now is the time. Well, thanks.
I'd just like to say, this guy talks way too much. I don't, you gotta say something, man.
I apologize. Could I ask you one last question?
No. Okay, so anyway.
What we were saying about Tron.
No, go ahead, yes.
Yeah, my question.
You hold the microphone.
Okay,
yes.
My question is that, recently we've been getting a lot of sort of retro reboots and remakes, such as like DuckTales. Yeah. Well, I feel like the time will eventually come. We'll get an Earthworm Jim, and we hope they ask you to do the music. Is there anything already in the works for that?
Yeah, I mean the original team has got together. We've done design documents. We've made plans to do it, and Interplay won't give us the rights to do it. Oh. So we're waiting. Because we think it would be awesome, because the original team wants to do it.
Right.
We thought it would be awesome if we did it like through Kickstarter or something.
That's a fantastic idea.
But we won't get the rights, so we'll work. Eventually it's going to happen, I think.
I always wonder, as far as that's such a common story of not getting the rights, why do you think that is that a company like Interplay wouldn't be interested in having that game, giving you guys the rights?
Simple word. Greed.
Well, thanks a lot, Tommy. We really appreciate you doing this interview for us.
Awesome, man. Rock on.
Enjoy the rest of MakeFest.
Hell yeah.